Hello, folks. It's Jenny Weiss, Matt Organ, and Chad Anders here with the Folkland podcast.
Here we are.
We're here to
This
talk
is us.
about peanut
Let's
butter and
do it.
potato chip.
Go ahead.
Episode 99.
Pringles and Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Is that what it was called?
No, it was
When-
Jif.
I know what it
Jif
was.
and Late. No, it was Jif.
It just didn't sound the same. You know, if you called an episode Pringles and Jif, you'd be like, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Pringles and Peter Pan, though, just rolls off the tongue.
It was Pizzalicious
Got
and
that
Peter Parker.
alliteration.
Hey, hands down, the best Pringle is the pizza Pringle. Like, not even close.
Well,
My
it's
favorite. I
not
was actually going to share that with you.
as good as it is. It's not doing the sales of that red can. I'll tell you that.
Well, Red Can's
I
trash.
also tried to find what year Pizzalicious came out so we could have some sort of frame of reference for Greg Warren's age. Couldn't find it on the internet. I think he's got connections at Google.
I think
Well,
it's around
it's just
51,
called-
52, something like that.
It's just called pizza now. Like, it's not Pizzalicious anymore.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
I
you should be able to find out when it came out.
I bought
still.
Ducans this week. So,
Wow. Good for
You
you.
didn't bring them?
well,
You
my
didn't
wife.
bring them?
I'm at my office. My wife told me to go to the store and get snacks for when she's like
Okay.
in delivery, and I was like, "Oh, that's
Put
a
them in the
mistake.
blue bag.
Dude." I came home with so Sour Patch Kids, Pizza Pringles, what's
Solo
those?
Stove.
Solo
Fiore
Stove.
clothing,
Yeah.
Athletic Greens.
I got a little twin size mattress from our
Helix.
friends over there at
Helix.
what are they called? Felix
Helix.
mattress.
Felix mattresses.
Felix? That's the neighbor, not the mattress.
Yeah, boy,
Come on,
Felix
Chad.
gave me a mattress anyway. So
I'm sure Felix
I'm-
sleeps on a Helix. So
It wasn't actually Nate's Felix. It was just some homeless man on the corner.
It's
named
actually a
Felix,
cat. It was a
and he
cat.
found that mattress. It was a cat.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
Good times.
Felix,
you
the
guys have
Felix
saw all the
Unger.
posts about peanut butter being recalled.
Why am I muted? Come on, Chad. Dadgummit.
I think you know why.
speaking of, I bought like a gallon of the Jif peanut butter. Not a gallon.
A gallon?
Well, like the two of the big. It was like a double pack, like the two big ones, you know. And it's Jif, and my
You
wife
went
was
to
like,
Costco.
Sam's.
You got an oil drum full of peanut butter?
Yeah, and my wife was like, "Hey, like they're recalling this." I said, "That's fine. They can recall it if they want to." I was like, "I'm not taking it back." She's like, "Well, did it salmonella?" I said, "Shelby," it's like, "Come on, the government's just trying to make us give back all our peanut butter, and then they're going to spike the
Yeah.
prices."
Okay.
You're
Ron
going to be
Swanson?
so sick. I'm just saying, I've never refrigerated peanut butter in my life, but
Why
with
would
that Jif you bought, you got to. You
Why?
Have to you're going to get so sick, dude.
I'll take my chances.
So we're looking for a new host because Chad is going to die.
Chad's
from
going to die.
induced salmonella.
Jen's going to kill him.
What is salmonella?
It's
it's like a salamander, you know, the little gecko-looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you eat salmon,
Crawls
your
into
name
your-
is Ella.
No,
salmonella,
It's
maybe.
comes from poultry, I believe. It's a chicken type thing.
Yeah,
Raw
so I should
chicken
be really
gets
concerned
salmonella.
about- I should be really concerned about my peanut butter having salmonella.
That's why you got to get pasteurized eggs.
Oh my god!
I don't have to do anything, first of all.
I don't know if they do
Free.
pasteurized eggs, but whatever they do to eggs, whatever that process
Comments.
is.
No, I think that's the right. Yeah, we got some.
Let's read them.
I genuinely forgot Eric
You genuinely?
Eric T. Peterson wrote a review, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, he must not have written one. And I almost
No,
messaged
he
him.
How
always
dare you?
writes one.
You
It
can't
happened before
assume.
Sunday.
You can't assume.
Yeah.
I know. But here it is, folks. Review number 11.
Let's hear it.
It seems to be coming together. Jones' little microphone and what sports are better? The answer is lumberjack competitions.
I agree with that.
Eric T. Peterson as the next host is up for debate. My agent thinks I can do worse. The Great Train Whistle Mystery. Everyone wins. Tagline. Maybe something I misheard. Butt Crackers, Butt Paste, Arrested Development, and the Naughty Name Creek Show. Jen is totally a little bit Alexis.
That's from the Creek.
Moves in there for you. The Dirty Creek.
It's Creek.
Jesse murders in Vincent's adrenaline bowels. The commas really messed.
The commas are important there, though.
I don't quite. I don't know what this sentence is trying to say.
Well, just
what?
Just don't read it.
Murders in Vincent's adrenaline bowels.
Don't read it without commas. I promise.
What does it mean? Jesse murders in Vincent's adrenaline bowels.
Anyway.
Yep.
I mean, does anybody get it?
It's something we talked about on the last episode.
Flagged books, and at 27:27, J-Dub stifles a yawn poorly. Eric
Riveting.
agrees. Drunk history is great, especially the Graham and Olstein episodes. Classic episodes, folks. Gotta check them out. They're gonna bless you. Matchmaker Matt.
Hey.
There he is. Matchmaker Matt. And Buff Jesus fall asleep to Folkland. Not uncommon. In separate beds.
Separate beds.
Separate
Beds is the uncommon part there, people.
Depends who you ask.
Sugar Stick? Take them out? ASS? I can't say it. Oklahoma?
I don't remember
Bathroom?
ASS being in the podcast. Did we say something about that?
Chad said it.
I did.
I remember.
We're talking
Really?
about donkeys. We're talking about donkeys.
Oh. All right.
It's because Matt only listons to himself.
Huh?
According to Jen, you guys.
Thanks, Chad.
This sentence. According to Jen,
I disagree.
coyotes with your dog sound like dogs when they as dogs are howling.
Like dogs. Eric.
Coyotes are dogs.
They are.
Essentially.
Chad asserts that Uncle Sam drinks Budweiser with Kid Rock. Totally believable. Oh,
Classic.
man. Jello wrestling with Oral Roberts. Didn't he envision a 900-foot Jesus?
Maybe like popcorn wrestling.
So he'd win. Excellent King of the Hill references, dang it.
Dang it.
Smell of...
You didn't give that dang it justice on that King of the Hill reference.
Dang it.
Dang it, Barber.
That's really scary good.
That was pretty good.
I'm from Texas. I mean, what do you expect?
This is better, though. The smell of Matt. Book candles for the bathroom. The smell that makes you go.
Dude, just think if my natural essence just made people go, like they're around me and there's like, excuse me, and I just know they're going.
I think your natural essence does make people go, but not in the way you're implying.
Oh, hey.
All right.
Hey,
I mean,
I was in the car with him for 22 hours. So,
yeah.
Or however long it was. Too long.
It's too long. You're ready to go. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Marvin K. Mooney.
And I was like, all right, let's get on the road. Anyway.
You don't have kids.
I didn't mean go like that, Matt. Okay. All right.
What did you
what you
mean?
meant.
There's kind of two go. There's leave or
I
there's
meant
go to the
like
bathroom.
leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not get it on.
Yeah.
Oh, I
no,
wasn't
we all
talking about
understood.
that.
We all
No,
understood.
I didn't say Marvin Gaye. I said Marvin K. Mooney, like the Dr. Seuss.
Oh.
Marvin K. Mooney, will you please go now? Good night.
I don't even know what that is.
It's
a
not
Dr.
off to a good
Seuss
start.
book. I don't know why I got real high pitched just then, but it's like an unbelievable. It's a Dr. Seuss book. Good night.
I don't know, but This is really bringing me up. Really bringing me up.
How am I making a Dr. Seuss reference and you're making Marvin Gaye reference? That makes no sense.
Because I'm hotter than you. Okay. The best
Debatable.
ice cream.
Put it in the comments.
from-
Who's hottest on Folkland? Put it in the comments.
Everybody's going to say Chad. Not either one of us.
I mean, his nickname is Buff Jesus, so come on.
Jesus? What's your take?
Fantasia Jesus is the hottest.
Oh my gosh.
The visual of that is
Great
just-
abs. Just great abs.
The best ice cream comes from the ice cream capital of the world, Lamar's, Iowa.
Hey! What are you doing dipping your toe in the comment region?
Well,
Once
you're
you back
losing
this
it,
up-
so he's just trying
Yeah.
to get this thing moving. He's just trying to go.
All right. He
Good one,
smells
Matt.
you and he's got to go. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, what he said, the ice cream capital of the world, Lamar's, Iowa. Bates will back this up if you can find his video about performing there a few months ago. Great episode. You all looked like you had fun on this. Keep it up. Also, your mom.
Ha, suck
It's a
it.
good one. I think we could.
Suck it. Suck it.
No.
The Office. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I vaguely remember that. I think we could stop here and this would be a good one, you know?
All right. Goodbye, folks.
Let's go.
Oh, you meant stop on this comment, not read the others?
That would be. No, I meant like.
We just
we could
log
stop
on,
it.
read Eric's review, and then don't talk about this week's episode.
We're a podcast
We're not
about Eric's
Folkland
review.
anymore. We're Eric Land. We just read Eric's review and then move on.
Yeah. I was gonna say something. Oh, "Let's Go" should be the name of the bathroom candle.
Oh, I like it. All right, I'm on board with this. 100%.
Let's go,
Subtitle:
folks.
Musk Matt.
Musk
Let's
of
go.
Matt.
The Musk of
Musk of Matt. I don't know about
of
Musk
Matt.
of Matt.
Oh
How
man,
about
that is
that?
must avoid.
Yikes.
I worked in
Must-
marketing. I know.
Must avoid.
You're impressed. Must avoid.
That's what Chad said.
Okay. Jesse Rothhacker. Since y'all talked about clothes and merch, I'd like to know when the Wise Jenny official Folkland pantsuit is going to be available.
It's a fair question.
Probably when after I'm dead. I'm going to say that. My children
Well,
are
it's
going to have to
coming
put
pretty
that out.
quick.
Are we just selling off your hand-me-downs? What? You're not going to have a line in Target or something?
I don't have a pantsuit, nor do I have a desire for anyone else to wear one, especially not one that has my name on it.
Huh.
You know?
You don't have a pantsuit? You seem like the kind of person that would just almost solely wear pantsuits.
Yeah, like right now, I think you have a pantsuit on.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my god. This is a workout top and
We don't need to see your
Workout
outfit.
Oh,
That's so
okay.
pantsuit. You just took the jacket off. You got a
This is
pantsuit.
not-
You just took the jacket off.
oh my god.
Huh.
When Chad got on here, he said, "You and I are dressed so nice. I can't wait to see what crap Matt shows up in." So
I'm wearing a
wanna
button-down
hear
short-sleeve shirt. What else did you expect?
a fishing shirt.
Consistent. Magellan?
Salmon-colored, salmonella-colored.
Is it
When was the
Magellan?
last time you went fishing?
Oh, I'm not a fisherman. I'm a fisher of men, but I don't go fishing.
Well, brother. When's the last time you caught one of those?
Oh, brother. I don't know. Not too long ago.
You
When's
missed
the
a
last
joke
time you
opportunity.
caught a man?
There you go.
Sorry, I'm a little behind there.
We'll talk about that later.
I was going to
Uh-oh.
ask if Matt's wife knew, but okay.
That's a knee
Wow.
slapper.
Wow.
All right. We got a new commenter this week.
Okay.
Commenting under the name Tuck is Mike Podo, I think.
Okay.
Please correct me, Mike. He went ahead and messaged me to follow up on his comment, so I'm sure he will. I officially feel like Brian Bates now because I feel like I'm researching Pringles and also having messages with the folks, so I don't know.
There you
I think
have it.
I'm
Good job, Jen.
dethroning you, Matt.
Yeah.
Anyway, he
Well,
said,
Less work for me.
reading involves your eyes, and listening involves your ears. And a book is a book, right? This is the exposition we are missing on Nateland.
It's true.
He also asked for me to add this to his comment. If we did a lineup and asked 100 people who tooted, who do you think would be the primary suspect? And he gave a nice screenshot of us three. He said the answer is Matt.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Because he messaged me to say, I can't believe a podcast with two dudes and you, and the two dudes blamed you for farting. And he also said he never heard anyone else use the word toot except for his wife. So,
yeah, that's a phrase that I do not use ever.
I'm okay with that. Well, you will because you have kids. You don't want your kids running around saying, Daddy farted, Daddy farted.
Well, who cares?
I don't really
Kids
use that
say
language at
lots
all,
of
Matt,
things.
so...
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
What?
What do you call it then if you don't call it a toot?
Honestly, man, like, when it happens, my wife and I don't even, like, we just look at each other and laugh. Because, like, I mean, she does it as much as I do. Like, there's no, like, phrase that we use. We're just kind of like, did you? So, anyway.
Did you let a fluffy?
You don't go to the
You
bathroom
know what fluffies are.
around each other or acknowledge it, but you fart and laugh in front of each other. What's the difference?
No, that's not. I don't know if I said something about that in prior episodes, but yeah, I keep the door
You said
closed.
it last episode.
Yeah. Say.
You were like,
Sorry about this.
no
all
way
of
am I
ones.
talking to my wife while I'm using the bathroom. That's your
Correct.
private business.
Wait till you got a toddler, man.
Still gonna close
Yeah.
the door.
Zero privacy.
Well,
Now
good
I'll
luck
lock
keeping it closed.
All right.
Yeah. Good luck with that one, too. Jody W. says, do you know why it's so windy in Iowa? Because Missouri sucks and
Heyo.
Minnesota blows.
Hey,
That's my Missouri
That's
episode
great.
grand finale.
that's
She also said,
go ahead.
what?
Well, I was just say I didn't know other states had that. Like, Texas has that. Why is it so? Why do all the trees in Texas lean north? Because Oklahoma sucks.
I've never heard that
a bunch
one.
of those jokes. Not.
I've heard why doesn't Texas break off into the Gulf of Mexico? And it's because
Yeah,
Oklahoma
'cause
sucks.
Oklahoma sucks.
Yeah.
Or there's so many tornadoes in Kansas. Oklahoma sucks.
All right. Jody also said, here we go again. Can we get through even one episode without butt talk? Apparently not.
We just
Sorry,
finished the whole
Jody,
segment on
we've
it, so I
already-
mean, yeah.
Definitely on that.
Jody, let me express my sincerest
Sorry,
apologies.
Jody.
I don't like the conversation either. So
Oh, and I'm all about the butt talk.
Yeah. I'm all about the butt talk.
new segment on Just Gin, Butt Talk. Just Gin airs during Folkland, airs during Chadtown.
Do you know that when I was a kid,
Oh no.
I watched Ace Ventura,
Yeah.
and when he said, "I would like to ask you a question" with
Yeah.
his butt,
Yeah.
I did that all the time at home.
Yeah.
My grandma mentions it all the time.
I can see you doing that.
I can also imagine like a child gin.
Please don't imagine it.
Well, not
Please
like
don't see it.
I'm gonna draw a picture for you real quick.
Jesus, is that you? Please come back.
Please, now's the time, please.
Okay.
We got any more Folkland comments?
Jody, said every time she goes into a cell store, she needs to poop, which I thought was hilarious that she just complained about butt talk. But
But she's
like-
joining in.
Yeah.
because I don't read books on the toilet, it's phone time. The first thing is listening to, but I was
That's
feeling
hilarious.
left out. Why am I putting this on the internet? Good question. I asked
Jody,
that about this
that's on there
podcast
twice.
after we're done every time. Also, I'd like the folks at home to see if they can figure out what noise was made during our podcast last week at minute 48. in second 13.
You're talking about your
Because
toot?
it sounded like, no, it wasn't a toot. I didn't toot. Oh, why'd you make me say toot? The
Quit.
noise sounded like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Sound like a dinosaur noise.
So we're back to dinosaur farts? Okay.
And today's Gout Awareness Day.
Oh, is it?
Thanks.
Nice.
Once again, stealing my...
But if you celebrate Gout Awareness Day on the day you hear this podcast, you'll be a day late.
And $1 short.
Because all your money went to saving people with gout.
Because it costs $1.
Probably not.
To participate. All right. Peanut butter and potato chips, folks. It's pretty funny.
We have some comments on the Nateland comments from folks in the Facebook group. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 comments. At first, I didn't think any of them were people in the group, but then Angie Wilkinson, they read hers. Hers was read first, and they just said Angie, but she claimed it in the group. So, assuming it's legit, assuming it checks out. But she had the whole thing about we don't make you smart, we make you happy as the new Nateland tagline. Very funny.
That's good.
Great tagline for Nateland. You know,
when you said we don't, I thought you were going to say talk about Bruno.
Oh no, I don't.
My brain automatically went.
I don't do that. So sorry. I don't make random movie references and stuff. Sorry.
All right.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's like all I do, Jen. Come on. Yeah, but that's it. The other comments weren't Folkland people, so step up your game, folks.
Step it up or step out.
I mean, we get too many more episodes where people that we know and love don't get comments read. It's like buying an empty sack of corn. Am I right?
It could be.
I wouldn't agree with you because I have no idea what that means.
I have no idea what that means.
Anyone's ever said.
Pretty sure that's not it at all. What's up with
I think
that?
it's an empty sack of potatoes.
What happened, Chad?
You're making weird references is what's happening.
Oh. Well.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's just being normal then. Yeah. I did love when the episode started, as soon as it started, Nate said, the back, the beautiful about Greg Warren.
The back, the beautiful?
He meant to say,
we're back with the beautiful.
Back. We're back, yes. The back, the beautiful. And then he's like, but people hate you. You got canceled.
Got canceled, yeah. That's so funny. I was really hoping it was going to be an actual Missouri episode, but I mean, peanut butter and Pringles was so good.
Probably better.
Oh, yeah.
Has anyone
I think so.
tried dipping their Pringles in peanut butter?
Not possible.
The chip is too thin. It wouldn't
Not
work.
possible. Yeah, 100%.
Not if it's melty.
You can't melt those chips.
No, the peanut butter.
Gosh. Obviously. Good night. Yeah, even you could double them up and triple them up and melt the peanut butter. Still wouldn't work. It's not a dip and chip.
Yes, it would.
No.
Somebody
it's
try
not
this
a
at
dip
home.
and chip. I
Honestly,
think it could be dipped. They are dippable, but I just don't think it's dippable in peanut butter.
Pretty good.
No. Maybe in like a ranch dip or something, but
or like a queso, or
not
like,
it
like
had to be really liquidy queso, nothing too thick.
No, because like you're just gonna get it like
supposed to be liquidy.
Even still, if you got like a little queso skin on there, it's not gonna break through that.
I hope you break up the skin before you dip in your queso.
Well, I use a chip for that because unless you're like at a place that's
Matt puts the lotion on the skin. That's what he does.
Yeah, sometimes
great reference.
You don't want to.
That was good.
Get the hose again, you know.
Hey,
but
I think I said that to a child yesterday.
Oh no!
He puts the lotion on the skin
at one of your princess gatherings.
No, it was actually my party. It was a party celebration for my graduation. I pulled up, and my pastor's kid yelled, "Happy birthday, Jenny!" And I was like, It's not my birthday, man. It's good times.
Was there Jello wrestling at your party?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Sadly, no.
Oh,
My
Jen, come on.
church crowd did not think that one through. So.
Man.
They don't care about things.
But I did get these nice flowers. So
Well, they'll die
Both
in a
of
week.
them.
always got to
Wow.
Anyway,
Yeah, it's nice.
Actually, I got some nice gifts. It was pretty good.
It's
Pretty
good.
time.
Awesome.
Proud
Thanks
of
for the
you.
invite. Wish we could have made it.
We're not welcome.
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, in our last episode, we asked people if you introduce yourself and talk about us, your secret family, and you said no. So I'm not inviting you to my celebration, pal.
I don't remember that. I must have been tired. Zoned out during that part.
think so.
That checks out. You were talking about your sugar stick. You don't remember that?
So no.
All right. How about Aaron's?
Gave you
Aaron's
nothing on that. Sorry. Aaron's what?
I'm used to it. Aaron's impressions.
Oh,
We had another
yeah.
showing of Aaron's impressions when he did that deep voice, like protect your identity thing. You guys should try to do it. What does yours sound like?
The what's in your wallet thing? What are you talking about? Oh, the yeah. I know what you're talking about. Sorry. I couldn't remember what protect your identity thing you were talking about. I immediately went to like Capital One or something. I don't know.
Man,
They're all about identities.
I really loved Nate was talking about how it's like, hey, I'm Jack. I live at 1376 County Road 94. And it's like, dude, why is your face blurred and your voice changed then if you're just telling everybody who you are? like, what's the point?
It's like, you're going to blur this out, right? Okay, so I murdered 5 people, you know.
At gunpoint, honestly, I just
shouldn't use that example.
They knew it was
and
coming,
it seems like when they first had that, like the 90s was the epitome of blurring people out and whatnot. You don't see that much anymore on different things. And you do on occasion, but not like.
I think people are smart enough to understand they shouldn't go on TV if they don't want someone to know who they are now.
I think on maybe some of those Nexium documentaries I watched that had some blurred out, distorted voice people. But
what'd you say, Nexium?
Yeah. Oh, Jen, you would eat that up. It's like this Nexium cult. Nexium. It's like NXVM, but it's Nexi. It's like some random sex cult
like
type thing.
Prescription?
Yeah, there's like a Hulu documentary and all
this.
this. Oh, it's so fascinating. I think you would enjoy it. It just seems like up your alley.
Oh.
Right up your alley.
I figure insulting.
You don't like true crime type stuff?
Not really.
Tornado Alley.
It just depends on.
Seemed like it's right up Tornado Alley, then, not your alley. Yep. I have a cousin named Allie.
Right. I also love when Aaron had his moment in the sun. When Greg was like talking over here, and Nate was like, "Who are you on Aaronland?"
Yeah.
And then Aaron goes,
"So good.
Welcome to Aaronland, my grest." Never mind. He's like,
he's like, "Yep, this is Aaronland."
The pressure was too much.
You know, the thing with Aaron on this episode, whenever he was just kind of giving Greg a War Dog, when he's giving War Dog a hard time, like saying like he wasn't really doing what he said. He was like, no, it was a legit thing, trust me, and he like felt like he had to keep convincing Aaron that he was legitly doing these things. So funny.
I think he was convincing everybody, even himself. My favorite is when Greg kept getting mad at him. Again, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Him trying to convince the guys he was a good salesman reminded me of the guy on Office Space trying to convince the Bobs that he's a peaceful person. You ever seen Office Space?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's been a while.
Oh man, so funny. He's like, no. He's like, I'm a people person. It's funny.
I feel like you would relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that would be great.
I'm gonna need you
that would be
to
great.
do that for me.
If you just put your cover letter on your TPS
Look.
report.
I think it was really funny when Nate got so upset in the beginning of the podcast about Gail, the old lady, and her church not picking her up for night church.
You gotta figure out this night church thing, man. It's
He
becoming a
was, like,
problem.
passionate, and it's like I don't know where that came from. You know, what's the church? Why are they not getting on board?
I know. I mean, she can do it
Man of the people.
in the
He
summer
said-
months.
He said, "Don't they notice everybody's not coming?"
It's just Gail.
Yeah.
It's just Gail, and it's just in the winter.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Poor Gail. Poor Gail.
Hey, that was a cool story about the helicopter pilot being a fan of Nate's.
Yeah, incredible. I mean,
Yeah.
What are the odds? Loved
Nate's response, though,
Loved
he's
loved
like, well, obviously he's not a very big fan. He's trying to ruin my set.
trying to ruin my set.
Oh, but it was hilarious when they talked about their next show in that area being at a fair. And he's like, Nate Bargatze right after the bearded lady.
Dude,
Before
they're
they
talking about
weigh the pigs.
doing their set on the scale. It's like so funny. Like,
A hot 30.
oh man, it's like they're just
The one guy.
watching our weight fluctuate throughout the set. Oh man, it's so good.
I love when he said that one guy was like, it says 450. He's like, okay, man, yeah, I acknowledged it. I made a couple jokes about it. It's time to move on. Yeah, but it says 450. It's good. It's good.
It's true.
Hey, they have not been talking about the weight loss challenge, and that part made me
Not.
think of that.
Yeah.
Once again, nothing. Yeah.
All this GIF and everything, you know?
Yeah.
Gifting it up.
Yeah.
Get the GIF out of here.
So do you guys refrigerate your peanut butter?
No.
Never.
I'm
not.
I'm not
No, and let
a
me just tell
serial
you
killer.
something. Yeah.
I appreciate
I-
that, Chad,
I
because I
agree.
rode in the car with you for quite a while. So
Or did you?
I'm glad you
Mine-
didn't kill me, and I'm glad that we didn't go kill anybody else while we were on the road.
I do kill some cereal though, if you know what
My
I mean.
Heyo.
stepmother refrigerates her peanut butter.
Oh,
And she's a psycho.
She's insane.
We all hated it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Everybody.
I've
But do you
never
hate-
even
do
heard
you hate
of that.
her?
I would never say that. That's awful, Chad.
But
But I strongly dislike her choices. Especially of the peanut butter
I
variety.
thought you were saying, especially for marrying my dad. I don't know where you're going with that.
I think we're getting in some dangerous territory for my family. So
I just
steer clear of that.
say what I thought you were about to say, not trying to put words in your mouth.
No, she makes my dad happy.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Well, that's half the
I got
battle.
a good
probably
stepmom,
can't make
too.
a PB&J to save
Wow.
his life, but he's happy. You know, that's all that matters.
So I did make the Suck It office reference earlier, and I just watched that episode as long as
Oh.
fresh in my mind.
That's
But
the one where what's his face? What's his name?
David Wallace.
Yeah, makes the suck it invention. Yeah.
Yes. So when Michael goes to his house unexpectedly, and he's not working at Dunder Mifflin anymore, David Wallace isn't. So he's like, "Hey, come on
Yeah.
in." He's excited to see Michael. He's not shaving, and he's like, "Come on in," and his wife's like, "Are you doing something? Because you had shoes on. I thought maybe you were going to go somewhere." He's like, "Oh, we might go outside. We might go outside." Anyway, he's making himself a fluffernutter sandwich. Right? Have you ever had a fluffernutter
Yeah.
sandwich?
No.
No.
I've never had one, but I've had, Nutella and peanut butter. Great. Never done the fluffernutter. Excited to try it at some point. But he's doing the fluff, and then he gets his peanut butter out of his fridge. And I was like,
Psycho.
would never have noticed that except for he opens the fridge to get the peanut butter. I'm just like, who does this?
Nateland.
Who puts
Got layers.
would never have even noticed it if it had not been for Nateland. I'm like, David
You know-
Wallace keeping his peanut butter in his fridge. What is this guy thinking?
You know what else is crazy about that?
What?
My pastor is David Wallace's twin.
Really?
But lost his hair right here.
Yeah.
Looks just like him.
Awesome. I know somebody that's met David Wallace in real life. He was like at a conference in Tyler, and my buddy went to it.
A fictional character?
Well, whatever. I forget his name. I used to know it, but I can't think of it anymore.
It's Rick Peterson.
It's not Rick Peterson.
Dang it. That's all I could think of. I couldn't even think of anything.
We
just talked about it.
The pastor of the church I would sometimes go to in high school looked, identical to Dave Ramsey, like to a T. Like if you told me it was Dave, I would 100% believe you.
Wow.
Yesterday, someone asked me, "What are you going to do now that you graduated college? Work at Ramsey Solutions?" And I was like, what a compliment that you think I could even do that.
Like, I wish I could. That's a great organization.
I have a friend who works there now.
Is that based in Atlanta?
No, it's in Nashville.
Oh, well, hey.
Yeah, kind of.
Move to the Holy Land.
And we also have a guy on our worship team who looks just like him. And if you ask him to say something like Dave Ramsey, he does, and it is mind-boggling. He's like, better than I deserve. And I'm like, it's him. It's a good time.
That's great.
Did you guys, somebody mentioned this in the group about when the guys read that comment about how they met. They didn't really, somebody made a hilarious joke and said, I bet Brian is Worf.
Yeah.
Nate's brother.
He may be.
But it is kind of sketchy. Like, there's no, like, maybe they've just known each other that long that you don't really remember how you met.
I mean, yeah, it's just through comedy, like they said, you know. How do you really remember the first time you ran into Brian or Aaron at Zany's, you know?
I bet Brian remembers the first time he met Nate.
Oh, 100%. I bet that's 100% true. I think it's cool, like when Nate was in New York, Brian would go up there to visit and stuff and kind of check out that scene. I always thought that was really cool.
You always thought that?
I always thought that.
Like
from like the beginning. Yeah.
For years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It reminded me of how we all met, you know?
Yeah.
In that Waffle House.
Nope.
When Lady Gaga came on the jukebox.
Man.
Bad Romance. I'll never forget.
I'll never forget it.
You know how Lady Gaga likes her steak cooked?
Rah, 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 rah.
Oh,
no, just
gosh.
Raw. You don't think you have to say rare. It just ruins it.
You don't cook a steak raw because that's not cooked at all.
Well, she goes to award shows in meat garments, so I'm pretty sure she's fine with a raw steak.
It needs to have a steak cooked at a temperature. Okay.
But she wins a lot of awards too, so it's working for her.
Yeah.
Chad's a secret Gaga fan.
After seeing what's that movie with Bradley Cooper that they did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that I just referenced when I went like that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I never seen it.
I've never seen it either.
That movie
I've seen that one
floored
scene.
me.
Really?
Dude, like it is. Oh, it's so well done.
All right, I'll check it out. I've heard it was good, but
it's
from like my mom or people that don't really necessarily get on board with their opinions on things like that. So I'll check it out.
I appreciate you saying that. Thank you.
Her name's Stephanie in that movie, I think. Or her real name is Stephanie. I don't remember.
It's not Stephanie.
Lady Gaga's real name is Stephanie.
I thought her name was Lady. Last name Gaga.
Maybe.
I was going to write you guys some AI biographies.
Stephanie, Joanne.
Thank you for not.
Angelina.
I couldn't log into the thing.
Germanata.
That's all. I know I should change her name.
Yeah, Stephanie Germanata. I've heard that before.
No, Stephanie.
But Nate could not pronounce
Joanne, Angelina, Germanata.
Yeah.
You sound like you're about to say, say it. Say my name. Like you're like, Stephanie? Jolita?
My
Germanata?
name
Whatever you
is
said.
Stephanie. Yeah.
funny.
You clap every time you end with one of these. Just kind of
Emphasize.
I love it. Like to let that side of myself out, you know?
yeah. Thanks.
What side is that?
So, I think you know the one.
MySpace.
So here's my thing with Pringles. I'm not. They're great. You know, they taste great. I understand why they have to be in the can for like they're just gonna if they're in a bag, it's not gonna work.
Hey, bro, I'll say it real quick. Stacks suck.
Okay. Never
Moving on.
know that I've tried them. But it's like the bottom half, it doesn't matter that they're in this can. The bottom half is always cracked all to bits.
You're going to have some breakage.
Yeah, the whole half of a can.
But bro, that's any bag of chips you buy. Like it's not just like
you're just like
no,
it's not only
any
Pringles.
bag of chips.
Name me one bag of chips you've ever bought in which every chip was perfectly intact.
There is some breakage, but not the amount that Pringles has, even in the can.
This reminds me of the shrinkage conversation from Seinfeld.
There was breakage. It was cold.
I was in the pool. The Pringles were in the pool, Matt. Okay, the Pringles were in the pool. That's what we're saying here.
The worst. But anyway, and you can't get your hand in the can.
When have you ever had soggy Pringles?
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. You can imagine the right. You can imagine the right. I didn't say it's a saying. I said I'm just saying. You can imagine a soggy Pringle would not be good. It would just disintegrate. It's an extruded potato mash.
Well, that's I mean, I've only had Stacks. Like some parent bought it one time, like after a game, kind of like after game snacks.
Yeah,
and I was like, these are awful.
Which thing was Stacks?
It's like the Lay's version of Pringles.
Yeah,
it's in a plastic container.
But they tried to make them like how Pringles used to sell the little small snack like packages that kind of like curved, like the chip was supposed to probably protect them from breakage. Yeah. Well, Stacks is basically just like a taller version of that.
Yeah.
Really?
So,
how many stacks do you think you could stack on top of each other?
100.
How many stacks could a stack if a stacker could stack stacks? That's the question. You know what I mean?
100.
You got a new rap, Chad. Stacks.
Lay down.
All right. I'll let Fantasia Jesus featuring on the track.
Stacks.
I think Matt's having an asthma attack. Somebody call somebody.
I'm beatboxing, man. I'm the human beatbox over here.
The human beatbox.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're
a big Fat Boys fan as a kid.
I'm glad you're watching Nurse, Matt.
I want to invite you. Your wife's a nurse? I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I want to invite you to my work so you can be the human beatbox for a day in the neighborhood where I work.
I'll do it. I'm not good enough to come to your graduation party, but sure, I'll come beatbox at your work.
Well, Jen works at a maximum security prison, so you will be doing this to murderers.
I'll even rap some if you want me to.
Nobody wants that.
It's a battle, and your life is the prize. So
the Fat Boys are back,
dude. That would be a pretty good movie.
The Fat Boys are back.
Like, think about this. Like 8 Mile. You know, have y'all seen 8 Mile with Eminem? It's not church appropriate. I wouldn't recommend it to my students. But it's 8 Mile, but it's in prison. And
recommend Drunk History.
I said I would. I mean, Drunk History. At least they learned something. Anyway. So,
you learn how much you can drink, kids. Before you
I would say, hey, don't be like, don't do that. Imagine that though.
8 Mile.
8 Mile, yeah. Hey, musically talented Eminem, gift from the Lord. He didn't use it right. Anyway, 8 Mile theme, but the winner of the rap competition gets to go free from prison, but the losers all die. Kind of like Death Race. Have you ever seen Death Race?
No.
I was thinking,
bro, great movie.
In my script for this movie, that Matt would lose and the winners would take him home with them to their jail cell. You know?
So I could teach them how to make toilet wine.
Yep. So I can. Never mind.
Show them some new recipes with ramen.
I'm gonna have to make
Thinking.
this episode explicit on YouTube.
I think that Greg Garcia show Sprung that Aaron and Brian are in. I think that's basically the plot is you get sprung when you win the rap battle. Hot take.
What does it mean?
I think you're
To
wrong.
get sprung because I don't.
Like you get sprung from prison, you escape.
My only definition
Not in a
of
Sir
that-
Mix-a-Lot version, which is where
That's
your
what I was
brain's
thinking.
going.
I was like, you get sprung.
It's the only part of that song you know.
It's the only appropriate part of the song to begin with. So.
I was
Well,
thinking of some
no, it's
other
not
song
appropriate.
like,
Yeah, well,
She's
you know.
out to get me. But I don't remember.
anyway. Hey, I checked out
All right.
taquitos.net. It's quite an interesting
Oh, yeah?
website.
Tell me
Yeah.
about
Oh,
it.
you did? Yeah. I
Yeah.
put that on there. It's a site for judging all the flavors of Pringles.
Taquitos.net is
It's more than just that. It's like
More than
it's
that,
like
folks.
top snack brands. I mean, you've got Lay's with 264 snacks. Oreos is second with 174. So Lay's is like killing the game. By the way,
that's Milk's favorite cookie. Yeah.
Lay's
Oreos has 174 what?
179 snacks.
Oreos?
Let me see what it says.
Who?
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize they had this many flavors. It's literally
But
179
Your
flavors.
lineup.
But is
Is
it
people-
flavors or is it like regular Oreos versus the thins versus the double stuffed? Are they considering each one of those a different flavor? I mean, I'm sure it's a different SKU, so it's probably
you've got-
a different
Crazy
product.
flavors.
Well, let me just go down the B's for you real quick, okay? You've got the back to school Oreo.
The B's?
Never heard of that one. Baskin
Oh,
Robbins
come on.
mint chocolate
taste
chip
like
Oreo. Berry Oreo.
I need it.
Birthday cake. Blueberry pie.
Disgusting.
Okay.
Brookie.
No.
Mm.
Yep.
What's brookie?
Like a brownie cookie
combo.
Yeah.
You've never
And
had a
then you
brookie
have-
from like McAllister's Deli or anywhere?
Brownie batter.
No,
They're-
sounds.
they're
nefarious.
legit. It's like if you
Dude.
take a cookie and you marry it to a brownie and it becomes
Mm.
this new perfect union.
Jen,
Sounds like
hey,
those things aren't supposed
Jen.
to go together.
Oh,
Here's how you do it.
100% they're supposed to go together.
hang on, real quick. So what you do is you do like small
Okay.
balls of chocolate chip cookie dough, okay, and you lay them separately inside of a baking pan. Then you get brownie mix, and
Like
you
a muffin?
cover.
Baking pan?
You could do that. Then you get brownie mix, and you cover you have to cover the cookie dough completely. And then you put it in the oven for however long at 350, and then it comes out, and it's just perfectly
What's your higher
brownie
altitudes?
cookie. Oh my gosh, she's in Atlanta.
She's totally, yeah, I'm just saying. But she's over here yawning at your story. How do you feel? How's that
I
make you
know,
feel,
man.
Chad?
I'm sorry.
Jen,
Thanks,
if you
Lana.
You're
The way
saying
to a
that a
man's
brownie and a
heart
cookie
is
shouldn't
through
go
his
together.
stomach.
It's like you're against interracial dating or something. And I take offense to that.
Well, you shouldn't because you're married.
For
Hopefully
everyone-
you're not dating. Hey-o!
For everyone who doesn't know this, Matt is married to
Yeah.
a wonderful, wonderful woman who is
Yeah.
from Africa.
Yep.
So,
Not South Africa. She's black.
Glad that you pointed that out to everybody.
Well,
by the way, there's
you
a
think I
lot
married
of
some
black South
Elon Musk's little
Africans.
sister. Do you think?
Elon, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
Who are
I,
also-
I bet if you married Elon Musk's little sister, you wouldn't be doing Folkland with us right now. Like the reality
Or,
is,
or that's all I'd be doing.
it's probably. I feel like this is all you do, Matt.
I mean,
This is Matt loves this so much he would never work again.
Yeah,
This would be his full time
Yeah.
job.
that's it.
yeah.
We'd
That was
probably
the
have a
point.
little bit better production value if I knew Elon Musk.
That's like
Huh?
heaven done.
I said, that actually sounds like your life right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not far from it.
Wow. So Pringles has 161 different flavors.
Okay.
So what about Frito Lay's? How many flavors do they got?
264.
I think
Thousands.
254?
264. 264,000 flavors.
1,000.
Gosh.
I kind of like the picture we got of them, just walking around throwing chips. Oh, we got too many of them.
Yeah.
You kind of sound like Christopher Walken there for a second.
I mean,
like, I just really like the picture we got of him, Frito-Lay, just walking around, just throwing chips everywhere.
Just walking around.
It's like, all right, Christopher Walken in the studio. Welcome to our. But you did.
Yeah, I did.
You kind of slipped from a Christopher Walken to a Tony Montana, like
Tony
whatever his name
Montana?
is, and no, not Tony
Montana.
Tony. I'm trying to think of whatever John Travolta's character on Saturday Night Fever was.
John
That's what you
Travolta.
kind of slipped into at the end there.
Tony Montana is from Scarface, and he did a
I'm not
absurd
talking
amount
about-
of cocaine, like an
I'm not
absurd
talking about
amount.
that. Let me look it up.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah, John
Let me look it
Travolta,
up. Let me look it up.
Saturday Night Fever.
speaking of cocaine,
Yeah, you didn't sound like you had water in your mouth.
how funny was it when I'm glad I didn't take a sip of this.
Yeah,
How funny was it when Nate said, "You're out here selling peanut butter. You might as well be selling cocaine."
yeah, that's the same
Tony
thing.
Manera. Tony Manera.
Who?
Stuff we all need. Selling stuff we all need.
His
Cocaine.
name is John Travolta's name in Saturday Night Fever was Tony Manera.
Oh, well,
I'm
Joe
so glad
Montana
that you
is.
looked that up.
If you ever seen
Yeah,
Waterboy,
he's
Joe Montana?
yeah. How far
that's
can
the
he throw
joke in
a football?
Waterboy. Yeah, pretty far.
No, Tony Montana is another.
Probably.
He's in a lot of mafia movies and stuff as well.
So I was doing
All
an
right,
impression
well-
of Christopher Walken in comparison to. Did y'all ever see the SNL like Christopher Walken family reunion skit?
Oh yes,
Dude, it's
that was
it's
really
good.
good.
And most
was
of the
really
accents
good.
weren't great. Like most of the impressions were not phenomenal, but that one and the Adam Sandler family reunion is hilarious.
Yeah.
So Jen, I highly
The
I'm
one
recommend.
still-
when Jim Carrey was on there and they did one with him where it's like everybody was a different character from a different Jim Carrey movie. That was very funny as well.
Alrighty then.
All those are good. The
Hey, that was
best
a good reference,
Christopher
Jen.
Walken
That was
SNL was yeah, nice. Was the Continental. Go watch old YouTube SNL Christopher Walken.
I have to go to oldyoutube.com.
The Continental. Yes,
You
it's on
do.
old
You
YouTube.
do.
It's not new YouTube.
Jen,
Do
you're
I
so
have to
funny.
verify my age? It's
Yeah,
16.
make sure you're.
Type it
You have to make sure you're not a bot.
in. No, they give me like a
Yeah.
thing and it says, click which one is Kim Kardashian. And if you get it
If
right.
you get it right, you're not. Yeah, they're not letting you in. Can't access old YouTube if you know who Kim Kardashian is.
Facts.
It's the newest form of social media, and if you put Tic Tac, you're automatically in.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right. I like when Brian had his shining moment of pulling out the Pringles can, and Nate was like,
Yeah.
"Did you just have that?" Like he was like amazed for a moment, and Brian was like, "I'm just that good." Like
well,
that's
because like
fair.
And
he was
then
so disappointed
the
about the
whole
baseball
episode, Brian,
glove.
like
Yeah.
so Brian was like, "I gotta. This is my moment. I can bring a prop, and I'll get it."
But it was
Yeah.
the same episode.
He
It was
had
like
it.
the same.
Yeah.
It was the same day technically because they
Same
recorded the same day.
Yeah, the same
Yeah.
day. 100%. Yeah. And so,
Brian was ready
and
to one
so-
up Aaron.
and even earlier in the episode, because Nate, remember, he had the hat last week that said "folks" on it, and then
Folk.
folk, and then he changed hats between episodes. But Brian pulls out his hat that says "folk" on it. I don't know if it's the same hat or if Brian has one as well, but he pulled it out toward the beginning and just kind of put it on over his headphones
You
for a
think-
minute.
You
Really
think they
funny.
have matching hats?
Yes,
I mean, if somebody gave him a hat, I'm sure he gave them three
I think
hats,
Nate
one
would-
for each of
I
them.
think Nate would not wear it, or he would say, "I'm wearing this, and you're never wearing that."
They all wore their Air Force hats that one day. No big deal.
That's different.
Is
They
it?
all three wore it,
Okay.
not just Brian and Nate. He would never. It'd be like if you tried to wear a hat that I had.
I would wear a hat. I'm not opposed to hats.
Anyway,
That's like the most basic thing I could have said just then.
good episode.
Good
episode.
Hats go on your head. They're good.
Oh my! Wow.
Yeah.
Glad that you stuck around for 55 minutes of this, folks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
if they stick
this
around,
might be my new favorite episode.
this
it was
is
so
a good
good.
one, guys.
A contender.
Let's just talk about how good it was and just make it longer.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I thought it was good, and then after I thought it was good, I thought that's even gooder.
You know
Matt,
what? As
how'd you
much
feel
as
out
this
there?
grieves me to agree with Jen, I think it was good. It was pretty good, and it was gooder.
Man, I just thought that was just such a high quality. We came out and really performed well. So high quality, real good quality today. So
This reminds me of what I did in kids' church today.
Mhm.
We're playing this stupid game where
they still let you around kids at church, even with your background that you.
Matt, I already told you those jokes aren't funny, and I would appreciate it if you never mentioned it ever again.
They're
Ever.
funny, and
Ever.
I'll still make them.
Well, you're a freaking creep, man.
We know it's not true. That's why it's funny.
You're a
My
weirdo.
gosh, yeah, get over it.
Anyway, so we
You
played
say
the,
fart, I make my pedo jokes.
God, man.
these are not in the same category. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even want to tell my story now.
Whew,
That's
that's all we
fair.
got to do, Chad.
we
I'm just trying to get some of this heat off of me, man.
This is like when they talked about seniority in comedy during the podcast.
Mhm.
You know, you got to have some respect, Matt.
yeah.
Have some respect.
Okay.
All right.
This has nothing to
Anyway,
do with what they said. Respect me.
anyway,
Do I, though?
we're spiraling. We're
All right.
spiraling out of control right now.
Spiraling.
Because it's over.
Yeah, it was a good episode. We should push pause or push stop or whatever.
I wish we could delete the last minute and a half.
Make it stop.
Let's go, folks.
Make it.
Until
All
next
right, bye,
time,
everybody.
see ya.
Let's go.